How can you buy a car in 2021 without thinking about the impact that you and your car is having on the environment? The looming climate catastrophe is luckily now out of science fiction films and into the news. 2020 made headlines also for the temperature increase. Fires, tsunamis, storms, flooding, all Mother Nature saying, enough's enough, this has to stop. It's hard to look at the success of the Tesla Model 3 and not think that an EV MX-5 would be a hit. Also, the MX-5 is Mazda's halo car. It encapsulates everything that's brilliant about them. And their reputation of being sportier and more engaging than their rivals is down to the iconic MX-5. If Mazda want to be taken seriously as an EV and hybrid manufacturer and not just nod to it with EV tech, then they need to reinvent their halo car. Otherwise, their competitors like the MGB and the Alfa Romeo Giulia will be on the roads, while the MX-5 will be in the museums. Welcome to the Future of Brands London, the headline set. No pressure. Yes, my name's Katie Reddin Clancy. I've just done a very exciting project with Rankin all about intersex. Here is our star, River Gallo, intersex actor and filmmaker. What is intersex? Good question. I certainly asked that when my best friend came out as transgender and introduced me to the spectrum of gender. Intersex people are born with variations in their biology and their genetics, so they are born in between the male and female binary. 1.7% of people are born intersex, the same amount of people who are born with red hair, but intersex people are fighting serious discrimination. So I'm very excited to be here talking about the power of creative ideas driving brand growth. With the iconic photographer, publisher, film director, cultural provocateur / legend, Rankin.
Thank you.
Is there a job that's really shaped your career and shaped brand Rankin?
When I photographed the Queen, because I'm from Scotland, so we have a natural distrust for royalty. After that, if anybody ever questioned whether I could take their picture, I just said, well, I've photographed the Queen. So
creative ideas aren't just about visual work, are they? I mean, there's creative processes, strategy, thinking. Do you still think there's a place for creative agencies?
Yeah, but I think the agencies have to flip. You know, the model's fucked. It doesn't work.
When was the last time you told the truth?
About 5 minutes ago.
Anyone can be a creator now, can't they? Even if you have a emergency.
This is
Hi,
just
it's
for
me
fun.
again. I'm in North London in my studio. I'm doing a beauty shoot. Oh, hold on. It's the glamour phone. Emergency. What service do you require?
So I'm a 53-year-old on TikTok, and my wife keeps asking me why I keep taking selfies. And I'm like, I'm not taking selfies, I'm exploring the medium.
Thank you, this is all really interesting. Back to Dove, so earlier in campaign this week, it was reported that eating disorders are on the rise. So although we have all of this body positivity, it's not filtering through into how people are feeling.
No, well, it's worse than that, yeah.
It's worse.
It's worse than that, yeah. It's not filtering through, it's filtering through, it's not having an effect.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
And similarly with kind of diversity in advertising, I think it's improving, but also racial hatred is on the rise, as is attacks with disabilities. What would be, because there's a lot of brands in the room, do you have any advice going beyond just improving the diversity of creative, like what they can be doing to make actually a real impact?
Yeah, that's a really good question. I mean, weirdly, when we were prepping for this, we talked about this a lot, and my my thoughts on it are quite extreme, but the self-harming and body dysmorphia and things like that. If you actually look at the industry, they're doing a lot of really good stuff. But unfortunately, on a mobile phone, which is completely addictive and designed to be addictive, the social media platform that the kids are using is addictive and is designed to be addictive. And then the app that they're using to change their bodies, that's addictive as well. It's kind of gamified, which is even worse. So no one's talking about these 10, 11, 12-year-old kids. They're changing their faces, and then they're asking their parents to have plastic surgery or Botox by the time they're 14, 15, 16. Now, to me, that's what we should be discussing.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much for joining us here.
Thank you.
Thank you to Rankin. That's a wrap. My presenting experience has been in the music industry and corporate world. So I presented and co-produced the Menu Sessions with Jay Cunning and Atomic Hooligan on Breaks FM and Ministry of Sound. And we came second in the world for Best Radio Show, second only to the amazing Annie Nightingale and Radio 1. And then I was asked to present from the Dance Village at Glastonbury for Glastonbury Radio. And then television work followed that, reporting from various music festivals for production companies, and I ended up writing for a music magazine. And corporate-wise, I presented How to Train Your Dog DVDs, which was amazing because I got to learn how to do it as well. And I did live shows for tech companies like Canon and KDDI, and I did virals for new products like Sony Vaio and the rebrand of Malmaison Hotels.